Hello and welcome to another episode of STS Weekly. This is your host Sayak who will walk you through everything that has happened in the world of Indian sports from last week. It was a phenomenal week for Indian sports as we witnessed victories from badminton, football, hockey, chess, and even volleyball. However, Vinesh Phogat, India's ever so popular wrestler, continues to grab the headlines as she eventually had to be knocked out from the Asian Games qualifiers on the mat itself, not in the court. It was a crazy week for Vinesh Phogat as she had to battle the several egos at Wrestling Federation of India as WFI blocked Vinesh Phogat, saying that she had a long maternity break and she had to participate in previous national events to be eligible for the Asian Games trials. She went to the Delhi court. Court gave her the right to participate in the trials. The Wrestling Federation did not sit back. They went ahead and appealed in the Supreme Court of India and saying that uh, the High Court cannot interfere in sports administration. However, Supreme Court ruled in favor of Vinesh Phogat, luckily, and she could fight on the mat. So she got what she wanted, and in all fairness, she lost in a semi-final to Meenakshi Goyat, and her Asian Games dreams came to an end. However, we got to give it to Vinesh Phogat. Her fighting spirit off the mat was insane. Like at every stage of the competition, WFI ensured that she faced as many bottlenecks as possible by switching weight categories to also not naming her in the weight list. So it was a tough challenge, a tough mental challenge for Vinesh Phogat. And what we saw in the bouts is that she still has gotten it herself to compete. I think she has a real chance at the Los Angeles Olympics qualification if she keeps fighting it out, if she keeps going for it. So Vinesh Phogat is still up there, and we are hopeful that she will come back again after a terrific Asian Games qualifiers fighting show. Anyways, let's just switch gears here. We go to chess here. India has been producing chess masters left, right, and center, and it was again Ramesh Babu Praggnanandhaa who became the first Indian ever to win the Norway Chess. It's a huge, huge event, one of the strongest events in the world of chess. The funny part is it is also hosted in Norway, of course, Magnus Carlsen's backyard. And fun fact is, even Vishwanathan Anand did not win this title at his playing age, and Praggnanandhaa defeated Vincent Kaimar in the final round. It was a dramatic comeback as he finished at top, and Magnus Carlsen even praised Praggnanandhaa as an incredible fighter. So, well, as we all know, India no longer produces one chess superstar every generation. We now produce world class champions every year, and Indian chess is here to stay at the top of the world. We switch gears and go to racket sports here. Satwik-Chirag, Ranki Reddy, and Chirag Shetty won the Singapore Open. It's a 750 BWF World Tour tournament, and it's their first major title in a long, long time, and it's their ninth World Tour title together. Very important title for Indian badminton in general, as we had hit a bit of a roadblock in the World Tour as we were failing to win any World Tour event. So much important event, much important win, and they defeated Indonesia's Faza Alfian and Muhammad Shohibul Fikri in a three-game final. So it was a great win for Indian badminton. However, they withdrew from the Indonesia Open this week due to some injury concerns. However, the bottom line is that Indian badminton's most successful men's doubles pair reminded everyone why they were once world number one. So I think they are here to stay. We hope that they keep continue winning some world tour titles as it rightfully sets the stage for their Olympic Games at Los Angeles. More good news from athletics from last week's heroics from Gurinder Singh. Pooja Singh broke the Indian national women's high jump record. She cleared a whopping 1.93 meters, and it was a great day for Indian athletics. So we have Neeraj Chopra right there, who has inspired a generation of Indian athletes, and we are witnessing a steady growth of Indian athletics in the domestic and international space as we keep breaking more and more national records. In football, India finally broke their 7-year wait uh, as they won the SAFF Women's Championship in Goa. India beat Bangladesh 3-1. Bangladesh, of course, has been a block in the road for India in women's football as they keep winning uh, regular SAFF Women's Championship events. Of course, Bangladesh is the defending champion, so it's a huge moment for Indian women's football as Bangladesh had become a problem for women's football in India. So it's a great thing again as we become the best in South Asia. Of course, a long way to go for football in India in general. However, well, as men's football keeps searching for answers, Indian women continue to deliver trophies in the football space. Of course, it's India's sixth SAFF Women's Championship title. India has been historically the best team in South Asia, as we all know. So it's an important reminder to teams like Bangladesh, teams like Nepal, that despite their quick rise in the South Asian football scene, India continues to dominate. However, as Indians, we need to look for higher avenues. But yeah, that's basically the news. So we hope that this news inspires, and it inspires importantly more women footballers to go outside the country and play in foreign clubs. As we know, Avika Singh and Manisha Kalyan are the only two players in the squad who are playing outside. So so of course we need to send more of our girls and also boys to play outside India so that these results become a norm and not an exception. On the hockey pitch, of course, our rivals India Pakistan in hockey never gets old. So India beat Pakistan 5-3 in the final of the under 18 men's Asia Hockey Cup, another major junior title. It shows that Indian hockey is right up there at all stages of the game, from youth to senior team. We are still winning plenty of youth titles, so it shows that the pipeline is right there. So every time Indian hockey wins at junior level, it just reinforces that the fact that Indian hockey is in very safe hands despite the major minor hiccups throughout the 4-year cycle of the Olympic Games. Lastly, surprisingly, India has a medal in volleyball. They won a bronze medal in the CAVA Women's Asian Championship in Nepal. India beat Kazakhstan 3-1 in the final. So that was an interesting result. So yeah, of course, another example where success in a sport in India did not get any coverage. So here I am behind the mic, giving you this news. So volleyball is a great sport, as most of us have seen Haikyuu, and most of us have played volleyball. So this is one more sport where we need further investment. Of course, we have this constant struggle between the administration departments of Indian volleyball. However, such results does give us some confidence that this game does have it in itself to take Indian sports forward. So that is it from my side, from wrestling courts and chess boards to football pitches, badminton arenas, athletics tracks, hockey fields, and volleyball courts. Indian sports continues to prove that its best stories often happen far away from cricket. This is your host Sayak. Sayak Talk Sport, Stories Beyond the Scoreboard, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining in. Jai Hind.